Good day, everyone, and welcome to the world of the International Fab Talks. Today, it's a hat trick.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure you understand the meaning of hat trick, right? Today, I've been able to interview 3 teachers who taught me when I was a student. To be connected with our teacher, she is none other than Lynette D'Souza, lovingly known as Miss Linny. She's been the heartthrob of many of us. Students like me, we love her for who she was. She was very compassionate, kind, and humble towards all the students. Whenever I entered the staff room, she was always very accepting and she always greeted all the students in the right way. And if I've been transformed today into a fine human being, one of my mentors is none other than Miss Lini. She's here in front of me. It's a pleasure and joy and a blessing to have her presence. We are connecting after around about 35 years. If I'm not mistaken, to be precise, 35 plus years we are connecting now. Thanks to the Almighty and thanks to the latest innovations in the field of technology and science. That is, we are here today on the social media platform called as the International Fab Talks. Join me, everyone, to welcome our celebrity guest. She's here with us. She's none other than Miss Lini. Hello, ma'am, and welcome to the session. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It's a dream come true. I'm still excited. I'm still not normal. It's like I'm still floating in the clouds. I'm not okay still. I need to settle down and just give myself a pinch that yes, today we do have with us Miss Lini, who's right in front of us, sharing the stage with us to share her journey. Miss, what would you like to tell about yourself? What would you love to share about yourself today?
I don't know exactly what you would like me to share, but I'm retired and I'm leading a very comfortable life. I'm with staying with my brother in Goa. I left Hubballi about 3 years back. I was in Hubballi all along from birth till I came here.
Yes, dear. That's really nice. So you moved from Hubli to Goa just 3 years ago. All this time, all these years you were in Hubli. So when
September will make 3 years.
Yes, yes, Miss. Miss, when you shifted from Hubli to Goa,
Yeah,
were you comfortable moving or you miss Hubli still?
I miss Hubballi even now.
What's the best part of Hubli?
All my friends and all that were there. All the neighbors around, everything around me was very comfortable. Here it is so different.
Yes, 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 Miss, I understand that. Miss, what I'd love to ask you is like, when did you develop an interest in craft, art and craft? Like you were very good at it and you were very good at training others as well.
I was very fond of it from the time I was in the lowest classes, I think, because we had one nun who was also very good at craft and all that. And so I used to do a craft as a student first. And then after I continued as retired, I mean, at least when I took up teaching, I was very fond of craft also.
That's really nice. Miss, why did you choose the teaching profession? There were so many other professions available. Why did you make a selection like, yes, I would love to be with students?
Because I love children. I love to teach children. I love to have children around me. And even here now, every evening I go out for a little round and I meet children and I'm happy with them.
Yes, Miss, that's really nice. I remember you as a very compassionate and kind teacher.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you, Miss Lini, did you ever have a troublesome student, a mischievous one in your class anytime, at any given point of time?
Pardon?
Did you have a mischievous student who was quite naughty, who didn't listen to you? Like if you had to deal with a notorious student in class?
No, I never had that kind of this occasion because most of the children obeyed me very nicely. So I didn't have any trouble as such with any particular child or anything like that.
Yes, dear, because it always comes from the other end. Like if you are extremely good and nice and
Yeah.
polite and accepting students in the
Yeah.
right way, or maybe guiding them in the right way, definitely students will also be very happy in your class.
Yeah.
I began to study well once I came into the seventh class. I mean, once I was promoted to the seventh class. Till sixth class, I was just like taking studies lightly, or like maybe I was not interested, or maybe no one pushed me into it to make me understand that studies were important. But when I came to seventh class, then there was some change in me. Thanks to your efforts, thanks to your love and compassion, I should thank you first.
Oh, thank you too.
Yes. You weren't strict, you were firm, but you weren't strict. I mean, like, there was some softness in your firmness. Like, yes, there was something soft, there was something nice. We were comfortable in your presence.
Yeah.
And you looked very elegant at that moment. You look elegant now as well.
Oh, thank you. My goodness me.
Also, ma'am. And I would admire the way you dress. You held your purse, and there was always a smile on your face. There are so many things that I would love to share about you. I wish there were other ex-students who are here who could share this special moment with us. Students who may have no contact with you till date. What is the message for all of these students who are far away from India? They may be in different countries or in different states of India. What is your message to all of them, Miss?
I don't know. I don't have any special message to them because they don't have any contact with me.
Nevertheless, if you'd love to give them a word of advice, a word of caution, or you'd love to share your wisdom with them today?
I would tell them to be very honest and very helpful with their own children, with their own families, with, to be very good to their all, and to live a happy life.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much for that lovely message. The best memory till date as a teacher.
Yeah.
Would you like to share that with us?
I don't know what exactly you mean.
What I mean to say is like you've been a teacher for such a long time.
Yeah.
During this long stint in the teaching profession, which was that most memorable moment that you still cherish? Do you have any special memory that comes to your mind now? Would love to share that with us?
I would be happy, very happy to have been with the children, to be teaching them their crafts and different things, because I always had a liking for craft. So I always had this thing, whether they were small or big children, I would love to teach them something that I had in my mind or that they wanted to learn.
Yes, Miss. Yes, Miss. Thank you so much for sharing that. Miss, like I would like to ask you, like if there were a few students who couldn't score well in your subject or the language that you thought, you were teaching us English, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken, how would you guide them? Like if they were not good at English, what was your easy technique or the easiest way to make them gain interest in studying the language?
I would tell them to any difficulties that they had, any problems that they had to learn, they could always approach me and I would help them.
Yes, dear. Do you have any favorite student?
I don't think I had any very favorite students as such. All were my favorite students, all were very nice.
But we do have favorite teachers. For
Yeah,
example, me, Miss Linny is one of my favorite teachers. Sister Asha, Miss Prema, Miss Zenda also. I remember her. She was my LKG teacher, Miss Zenda. She was very
and
close to me.
yes,
And I got nice beating from Miss Mary, my first class teacher, first A. She used to
she
beat us with
was,
her scales, like I remember.
she's no more.
She's no more. May her soul rest in peace. Yes, dear. Miss Lini, you are really busy even now. You keep yourself very, very active. You still
Yes,
prepare or create or maybe invent beautiful craft items till date. So if you could show us any of your items now, it would be nice. Do you
there
have?
are small children here. They,
Mm-hmm.
they're not big enough to do anything much on their own. But I taught them paper folding, like little boats, little purses, little ships, different things like that. Then I taught them also craft, weaving mats with paper, weaving little mats, and they made them. Then at Christmas time, I taught them to make a Christmas tree with a number of pieces, cut them and shape the tree, and then decorate the tree also.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Small things like that. Then
Do you
I
Any items with you besides you now you would love to show us? If you have something you
It's,
can share with us.
I've got baskets. I show. I. It's not that I've shown them, but this is what I've made.
You can hold it in front of you, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
You can speak about it and you can raise it a little and speak about it. How did you prepare this?
You know, you get this little plastic for tying anything, wrappings. So I bought the whole bundle of it, and then I cut it into strips like this, small strips. And then I wove the basket round, starting from the lowest end, from the bottom, and then going round and round, then coming up, and then the handle also. And I did this. At home, of course, I did, I was very fond of craft. And when we were small, we used to go and collect shells from the seashore every time we went for a holiday. So I had made several things with different types of shells. This is a little bird. It's a bird. And this is the big shell. And this is with smaller shells. And then this one and this one all stuck with Fevicol. And then I made up this thing. I've given away so many of these things. Somebody or other sees them and they want them. So I give them away. There was I had made a lady with an umbrella holding an umbrella like that. And that I gave away. Then I had a little boy standing with the hat and all that. That also went. Then, yeah, there's a penguin, different types of shells, body. Then two at the side for the wings. Then one on the head, top of the head as the head. And little ones for eyes. Then the little beak, of course, here with a small, little fine piece of a shell. I had made this beak of the shell, out of the shell, and then stuck it on this thing, on this type of a thing, shell. When we were small, we used to come here to Goa and collect all kinds of shells. So we had a whole lot of them, and I used to sit and make. Now this is a peacock. You have the little tail, and then the head and the beak. Actually, the baskets, when I was in school as a student, somebody had taught me, my sister had taught me to make baskets out of grass. So we used to pick up the grass from the compound in school and make baskets. I had a whole lot of baskets in Hubballi, but all I gave away before I came here. I couldn't bring all that here. So people, friends, neighbors, all came and collected and took whatever they wanted out of that. Even the things that made it out of shell, all those went away, somebody or other.
Yes, dear. Thank you for sharing it with everyone. You have a large heart. You've given many of your your artwork and your craft work and the hard work that you put behind it. All of that you've shared it with others. That's really nice. And thank you for sharing all those beautiful, cute work that you've completed. I mean, you showed those birds. You showed that little penguin.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really very nice. And the basket, the white basket as well. That's. Do you have more with you now?
Now, no, I have two baskets, of course, here. I've given away most of the baskets here also. Whatever I made, about 9 or 10 of them. I've given away to my friend, and she's giving away to her friends at the same time.
That's really nice. Really nice. Thank you for sharing that with us. We'd love, I mean, it feels like take some time off, visit you, learn how to do that, and, share it with others as well. Those who are interested in
Yeah.
craft will only have this passion. Like there are many of us from Sacred Heart Convent High School who has this passion for art and craft. Many of us.
Yeah, when I was there also, I used to, I was teaching English and social studies, but at the same time, I used to teach craft also. Miss Mona, you may remember. She was the craft teacher, but I used to help her. I used to help the children to do embroidery. Embroidery was my favorite this thing too. I used to do very neat embroidery, and I used to teach them to make it so neat that the underside also was very good also. You could not see knots and all that in the work. I used
Yeah.
to teach them that to be very careful not to make knots.
Yes, dear. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you did and whatever you taught us was like something unique, and you taught us to do it in a very neat way. I mean, not in a shabby way, because there are some of us who did it in a shabby way. So you trained us to do it in a nice way. And
Yeah,
for that, you taught me a nice purse with cardboard.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Three.
still know how to prepare it. Even till date,
Oh,
I still remember that you so politely you took out some time and you explained that. And I would come to you for, I would almost come to you, I guess, every week, maybe to ask you to teach me something new.
oh,
Yeah. And that's how I get a chance to interact with you. And I would love the way you speak. It was either before the class starts early in the morning.
yeah,
You were very kind and polite, in the staff room, you talk to us. And maybe after school also, you entertain students,
yes,
give
of
them
course.
the chance to reach out to you.
Mm.
Miss, as you are my favorite teacher, not only mine, you are a favorite teacher to many of the students out there.
Yeah,
We would love to know who is your favorite teacher or who was your favorite teacher.
my favorite teacher. Mm, I don't know exactly. I could not say now.
Who was that teacher who touched your life and inspired you to become who you are? I mean,
It's Prudence D'Souza.
could you repeat that,
Uh,
please?
Prudence D'Souza. She was a third standard teacher. She was a very nice and kind teacher. She taught me in the third standard.
Yes, dear. Now we see certain teachers, miss, they are being
Yeah,
very rude. They are being certain teachers are being manipulative, rude. Not all, just a handful of them are quite rude and harsh to students. They don't know what the student is suffering from. The student
yeah,
may be suffering mentally or
yeah,
emotionally. The child may be hurt due to the situations at home, the family situations. Certain teachers don't take that into consideration. They are very harsh and rude to
yeah.
certain students. So what is your message to such teachers who are unmindful of the pain that the child is undergoing through?
They should think of their own life. And if they were like that, if they were like that and they had teachers like that, what would their life be? They must think of all that and then not repeat the same thing here so that the teachers would learn something from them.
Yes, dear. Miss, if you weren't a teacher, I mean, you are a teacher, and like till date, once a teacher, always a teacher, that's for sure. If you hadn't chosen the teaching profession, which other profession you would have chosen? I mean, which other
Nursing,
one would you select?
nursing was my. I wanted to do nursing, but then it was not possible, and then I took up teaching instead. I first, as soon as I gave up school, I started in KG, teaching KG to small children, and I taught them for 1 or 2 years. Then I decided I should do my training, and I did my training in Dharwad, 1 year's training, and then sister took me back into the school again, and she gave me the same KG only to teach, and I was there several years. Then I took up the first to the fourth standard. I took up the teaching there, and I taught there also till Sister Anne was determined that I should go up to the high school because they wanted a teacher there for English. And so she was determined. She said, you are the one who can do it. And then besides that, my scale also, government scale, would be given to me only if I was in the high school. So I took up the seventh, fifth, sixth, seventh standard. Then even for a year, I taught the eighth standard also. And then we had what was called work experience for 2, 3 years. So I taught also the eighth and ninth, 10th standard. We taught them gardening in the garden. I used to take them out and we should plant little trees or something or other. One or two trees are still there as a remembrance of what we were doing. And
Great.
besides that, craft and all that also there also.
Yes, miss. Thank you for sharing all of that. I remember the soap nut tree that we had in our school.
Yes, 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 it's still there at the back
Wow.
gate.
That's really nice. That's really
Yeah.
nice. That's really nice. Miss, what about your colleagues, like all the other teachers? Like, what memories do you have with regard to your colleagues? Do you have any good memories with them? Would like to share?
I don't know about that way. Miss Mona was my good friend because, and also she was related to me because my sister married her brother. So she was also very friendly with me. She was very kind and good, and she was very nice. She's there up to now, not keeping good health, but she's there.
Oh, that's really nice. Good to know. Is she in Hubli, ma'am?
Yes, of course, in Hubli. I
That's
saw her before I came over here, but and I was speak to her now and then on the phone.
yes, dear. That's really nice to share that, ma'am.
Yeah,
Miss, what I'd like to ask you now is like now when we work, all
yeah,
of us, we are in our professional journey, like we
yeah.
we feel like sometimes a bit of jealousy, a bit of hatred amongst us. So how do we deal with this? Because you've been spending so many decades in the teaching field as a professional. What is your advice or suggestion to all other professionals in case if they are facing any kind of jealousy or hatred amongst their colleagues?
I think prayer is the most important. You pray, and everything will come right according to God's will.
That's really nice. So prayer is the answer. That's really wonderful.
Yeah, prayer is very important today.
Yes, Miss. Miss, do you remember any of the excursions that we've been to? Like, do you remember any good memories? Like, what was the best one?
I went to Kashmir. I went to Nepal. We had a very nice time over there.
Yes, dear. So Kashmir and Nepal. Miss, what I'd like to ask you is, see, as professionals, you've been like in the teaching field for so many years. At any given point of time, did you ever feel pressurized by the management, like they're giving us too much of pressure? Because in today's world, like if you see in today's teaching, the teaching community, a lot of pressure. So did you ever feel pressurized at any given point of time?
I never felt that at all because I did my duty and I was very happy with the way the heads and all that were with me. They were very kind and loving towards me because I always obeyed and did what was required.
Yes, that's really nice. To be obedient and to follow the rules and the regulations will make things easier.
Yeah.
Miss, may I ask you, like, with regard to food, what kind of food do you like? I mean, earlier what you like, now what do you have? If is there anything that you'd love to share with us? Are you good
I
at baking?
I was not very good in cooking somehow, but I always helped my mother with the cutting up of vegetables and everything like that. And I helped with all that way. The cooking itself, I never did much. But I liked the way my mother cooked and all. And my mother was very good at cooking, and she was very good at making sweets and all that, cakes, sweets, different types of sweets. She was very good at all that. And I used to help her with all those things.
Yes, dear.
My brother, who's here, has also picked up all the many of those things, and he makes all those cakes and all that. Yeah,
Wow, that's really nice.
yeah.
May I know how many brothers and sisters you were, ma'am?
We were 12 of us.
And you, which one?
I'm the sixth, I think.
The sixth one. That's really nice to share that. That's really nice. Miss, as you said, like you were a group of siblings, like you 12 members. Like who would fight the most? Were you the one very naughty or somebody else was more naughtier than you? Something like that?
I don't know what the naughtiness and like that, but all those that were younger than me, I helped a lot with them, with everything, with bathing them, stitching their clothes, washing, ironing. I did lots of that for them, all those that were younger than me.
Yes, dear. Thank you for sharing those beautiful memories. Miss, we've lost Miss Jama. She was your sister, right? Like,
Yes.
would you like to share something about her? How were her last days? Were you with her during her?
I was with her till the very last, till she closed her eyes. I was up and down with her at the hospital. She was admitted to hospital. I was there with her during the day, and at night we had somebody to look after her because I couldn't be there all the while. And then towards the end, of course, I was with her in the hospital itself till she passed away.
Yes, Miss. May her soul rest in peace, right?
Yes.
She was also a very nice person. She was very reserved, but she was like she commanded her own respect. She had her own style of teaching, her own way of dealing
Yeah,
with
her
things.
own way of doing things.
Yes, she was somebody unique, right?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Miss, what about movies? Do you watch movies now because you have a lot of free time, or did you
No,
watch earlier as
movies
well?
I don't. But I like singing, and we have different programs, and different singers are there, like Jim Reeves and and Connie Francis, and so many others like that. And we watch a whole lot of the songs and all that.
Yes, dear. Would you oblige to sing a song for us, a favorite one of yours?
Me
Yeah.
sing. Oh my throat is gone very bad.
Just two lines, any two lines.
Oh,
By
which,
the rivers of Babylon?
pardon?
By the rivers of Babylon?
Yeah, by the rivers of Babylon. I can't sing anymore. My throat is bad.
You can try another line, please.
Pardon?
You could try another line, please.
I don't know the words also.
By the rivers of Babylon, where we sat down, Zion, carry us the way to liberty from a strange land, something. It's like that.
You know all the songs. I don't know the words by heart.
You make an attempt. Let's try. Please.
I can't. My throat is very bad.
Give it a try. Begin, ma'am. By the rivers of Babylon.
By the rivers of Babylon. Then I don't know words.
Where we sat down.
Where we sat down. I
Yes. Thank you so much. That's really nice. I mean, you see, uh, it's a good feeling, like, when you sit down like this and have a talk, thanks to the latest technology. Otherwise, we wouldn't have
yeah.
been able to catch up and speak like this and share thoughts and memories at the same time.
The photograph that you had put on the thing, I've got the same one with me, with the group.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But I wouldn't recognize you there.
I don't know how I managed to sit side of you. I was shocked. We couldn't afford to buy a photograph at that time, a class photograph. I don't have a single photograph of my entire school days. Somebody posted this in the group, and I was so happy to see myself sitting besides you. I don't know
Oh,
how I managed to push myself there and sit down beside you. God knows, I don't know how I did that. That's really something I don't know, magical.
yeah.
I'm sitting towards your right hand side.
Yeah, correct.
That's really nice. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Miss, now after retirement, what are the changes that you've seen in your life? Like how did you adapt to the retirement phase? Because it's not easy, I know. So how did you adapt to it?
Just took to it somehow.
If given a chance, would you love to teach students again? And come back to school, teach them again. Would you love to do that?
Oh, yes. I would love to do that, but my health does not permit me to do all those things.
Yes, dear, I understand that. I understand that. Nevertheless, you're teaching all the little children to, do some craft work and all of that, right?
Yeah. The small ones, they are just beginning school, you might say.
Yes, dear. Do you have any good memories with regard to the parish church, etc.? Do you have any good memories?
I was in the school teaching, and then after Sundays we used to have Sunday school for the Catholic children, and I used to teach them regularly. For nearly 11 years, I carried on Sunday school teaching also.
Yes, dear. Do you have any memories of Father Lobo? Father
Father
Lobo.
Lobo, yes, because he was my sister's mm, husband's brother. So he happened to be related to us, and somehow he was very nice also.
He was really a beautiful soul, very
Yeah,
nice and very polite when he spoke, and the way he dealt
yes,
with people. He gave a lot of respect to each and every one, you know. He
yeah,
was a very
right,
humble person.
yes.
Do you have any memories of Brother Rocha from St. Mary's?
Brother Rocha, not so much, because I mean, I didn't have any connection so much. My sister was there in the St. Mary's, and she had the connection with Brother Rocha.
Yes, miss. Haven't you tried any time to like? Why did you join the convent school? You could have also joined St. Mary's if somebody would ask you this question. Not now, earlier, if they would have asked you this question. Why the convent school? Why not St. Mary's? Why not the boys' school? What answer would you would have given them?
Mind either of the schools, because I loved teaching small ones, and I would be teaching their boys here girls. In fact, I had in the beginning when I started teaching in the KG, I had boys also, because the boys' school, they didn't have the first standard and second standard there. So the boys used to be here also. I used to have these. In fact, I know some of the boys even up to now. Like, I mean, I had met them about 2 years back. Like that. Not 2 years, maybe about 5 years, 6 years back.
Yes,
I met some of those boys also whom I had taught.
that's great. That's interesting. Like, I mean, may I know, like, when did you join the convent school to begin your teaching career? Any idea?
I joined as soon as I finished my SSC.
You remember the year or something?
No, I don't remember any years. Don't ask me anything. I've forgotten all those years.
Yes, dear, I understand that. I understand that. Do you remember Sister Beatrice?
Yes, of course.
She was very strict, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You know, she would just catch our cheeks and give us
yeah,
that
yeah.
misbehaved, right?
But I didn't have anything to do with her. I mean, under her as such, as a student and teacher under her. But she was very nice.
Yes. I mean, I didn't get beating from her, miss.
Mm.
Didn't get beating from her. I seen her punishing somebody else. Seeing her
Oh,
punishing somebody else straightened my head and mind. And I became like, you know, what she wanted me to do, I would just do that. And I would be a good student, like
yeah,
in front of her, be very good and very calm and quiet. She was a very strict one.
yeah, yeah,
Then we had another strict principal, like she was Sister Heather. She was little strict. Sister
yeah.
Sujata was not strict, not she was okay. Sister Sujata
It was
was
okay, yeah.
Sister Heather was little strict.
Mm.
Yes, dear. Now, if I may ask you, like under which principal you felt very comfortable, because you might have seen different principals who have entered and you know and left the convent. You were there for all these years, so many decades.
I don't know any particular one, but I was happy under all of them, because all of them were satisfied with my work.
Yes, dear. Now, Miss Lini, what I'd like to ask is there are certain parents who disagree with the way we teach, disagree with the way we take our classes, right? They may have certain reservations. Have you had
Yeah.
an aggressive parent coming up to you and arguing with you or wanting things to be explained? Have you ever faced this situation?
I've never had anyone come to me like that way. They were satisfied, I suppose. So nobody ever came to me like that way, finding fault.
Yes, dear. Yes. So parents should be careful, like when they deal and talk with the teachers, they should be, you know, in the right frame of mind with the right set of questions. You can approach teachers. Don't be harsh and don't be rude. There's
Yeah,
always a negotiating way or a way of discussing things and settling things if anything goes wrong. Now, Miss, what I'd like to ask you is like the day you retired, right?
Yeah.
The day you knew you were retiring, like so and so date will be the last day in this school. So how did that feel on that particular day when you were felicitated and that day was the last day to work over there and then you had to exit? How did that feel?
I felt very, very, very sad in leaving the school because I was happy with my work. So I felt very sad when I had to leave.
Were there tears in your eyes?
Yes, of course.
Did others to cry while you were leaving?
Pardon?
Did the others also cry while you were leaving, your close ones?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of tears rolling down.
Yes, maybe a lump in their throat. Maybe they can't explain that, that.
Yeah.
Yes, dear. So this is really a beautiful journey that we are sharing on the International Fab Talks. So, dear friends, stay connected with us and enjoy the whole session. We'll just take a little more time from ma'am. She's been very kind enough to share her time till date, answering all the questions that I'm putting to her now on this session. Miss, what I'd like to ask you now is, Miss, now at present, how do you look at life? What have you learned from life? This is the first thing I'd like to ask you. So many decades have passed now. Like you are in your 80s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What have you learned about life? What is life?
I, oh, we have to tell you that way.
Like, what is life? See, for us, like, life is tough, life is difficult, or life is bittersweet, something or the other, we can explain it. Or I don't like this life, like many of us. Like, if you ask me the question, I say, I don't like this life. I can't see the suffering around me, too much of suffering. I wouldn't want to be born as a human being in my next birth, if in case there is a rebirth. What about you?
I'm happy. I like my life, but I don't like the things that going on around me every day now and then. Seeing girl being taken away from somebody and all that. I don't like all those things. But otherwise, I'm happy by myself.
Very true. That's really nice. So we cannot see the pain and suffering of other people if we are happy in our own space, but seeing others suffering, untold torture and untold
I don't like all the
trauma,
yes.
it's very, very painful. Miss, I'd love you to give, or I'll request you to give a message now. Give a message to all the young girls, not to be naive, not to be dumb, to trust their gut instinct. Like, they should trust. If something's not okay, trust it. Just don't go blindly and fall or trust anybody and then fall into trouble.
I think they should be careful and think of what is happening around them and not go into anything at all. To be more careful, to be more obedient to their parents and listen to what the parents tell them because parents won't advise them to do anything wrong. So if they listen to their parents, everything will be okay with them.
Yes, dear. I would like you to give a message to parents as well, not to be harsh, to be forgiving. A forgiving parent will always have, children who will come back to them and open up and share. If you're a very strict and, a disciplined parent, over disciplining your children won't work. So would you like to share something from your end, ma'am?
I think parents should be very careful about their children from the very start and advise them as what is good and what is bad. And then they'll grow up also okay.
Yes, dear. Miss Lenny, apart from Hubli, apart from Goa, which
Mhm.
is the other state or the other city that you love to visit? You've been visiting it and you still love to visit.
Mm, I don't know any particular place like that, but I've been all around. I've been to so many places. I wouldn't know which is the best like that way.
If given a chance to select one, I'm sure you will select Hubli.
Yes, yes.
Yes, dear. Your favorite food, what you like to have now at present? What is your favorite food?
Fruit,
Or may I know which fruit or all kinds of fruit?
all kinds of fruit.
Seasonal fruits, right?
Yeah.
Yes, dear. Do you have a pet, ma'am?
No, we had a pet in Hubli. Here we don't have any pet. But in Hubli, we had a pet. And I felt very bad when we had to leave him behind and come away. Yeah.
Was he a dog? A puppy?
A dog, yes, yes. He had grown up quite nicely. Scotchy he was called because he was black and white. So I had named him Scotchy. And he was very nice, and he was there with the people that we had kept security to look after the place when we came away. But then he was there in and out. But somebody stole him finally from there. I heard after that he just disappeared suddenly.
Yes, dear. I hope he returns back.
Yeah, I doubt he'll return. Somebody has taken him and has kept him because he was quite a grown-up dog. He was not a baby, not a pup. He was quite a grown-up dog, about 3, 4 years. So somebody has stolen him because he was good like that.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, now you are in Goa, right? What is the difference between the climate in Goa and Hubli? Like, I think Hubli is a very pleasant type of a climate.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, here it is very, very, very hot at times. Yeah. And you have to sit under a fan almost the whole day. Whereas in Hubli, we could manage without.
Very true. I agree on that. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. How would you define a nice day? You would like to share something else? Did I interrupt you?
No, we had a garden in Hubli. We had lots of trees and all that. We had flowering plants. We had fruit trees. We had mangoes, chicus, guavas, custard apples, jackfruit, everything possible, I think. And I miss all those fruit coming away this side.
Yes, dear. I mean, somewhere you were near St. Michael's School. Is that okay? Am I
But
right? Were you staying near Michael's School?
very close, very close.
Very close to
In
Michael's.
fact, St. Michael's School nuns have bought my house that we had there in Hubli. They bought the property.
Yes, dear. I understand that. Yes, dear. Thank you so much, Miss. It was really a pleasure to have had you here, share all of it. You opened out your heart. You were very polite and gentle, and I felt like I'm really connecting back with the same teacher. I had no fear or maybe what you will say or what question could I ask. You allowed me to ask whatever came out from my heart, right?
Yeah,
Thank you so much. I look forward to many more interactions with you in the near future. I wouldn't want to take much of your time. I respect your time. Thank you very much.
yeah. Thank you too.
Thank you, dear. Stay blessed and stay connected. Wishing you lots of happiness and good health.
Thank you too. Wish you all the same.
Thank you, dear. If possible, definitely we'll make a visit to Goa to come personally and visit you.
Sure, sure. Of course, welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for obliging to be on the International Fab Talks and sharing some time with us. Thank you. So, dear friends, with this, we come to an end now to the International Fab Talks for today. It was a beautiful journey getting to know my class teacher after more than 3 decades, almost, I guess, 35 years,
Yeah,
35 years plus, meeting a teacher of yours, connecting with them, and understanding about life. Life is all about connections. Life is all about relationships, no matter, it could be any time. Better late than never at all. So even if it is late, it's always good to connect with your teachers, give them that love and respect, and receive that love and respect from them as well, right? With this,
yeah.
we'd like to sign off. Thank you so much, ma'am. With this, we'd like to sign off, dear friends. If you like what we are doing as a team on the International Fab Talks, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. A small request to all the Sacred Heart Convent High School girls, the ex-students, leave a beautiful comment for Miss Lynette. She would
Yeah.
love to hear from each one of you. What are your thoughts and views with what she has shared today? Your love for her could be seen in the comments when we share this video. Stay
Sure.
connected and stay blessed.
Right.
Thank you.